to another vlog. Starting off on a Monday, I'm hoping to spend the week with you, or at least a few days. Starting off with going with my hubby to get a DEXA scan. We're both going to have scans. Starting off the year right, getting some measurable data that we could work with as far as wanting to improve our health and our fitness. I had a DEXA scan back in July, and I was fairly happy with the numbers, but I wanted to improve on them. I do recall definitely having about 30% body fat, and I severely wanted to improve on that. I'm hoping that I am in a better place now, although I could definitely say that I wish my fitness would have improved over the last 6 months. I don't feel like I was as diligent and as consistent with it as I would have wanted to. So we'll see where I'm at this time around, but I think it's a good idea to start the year off with getting some new measurable data that I can really work hard at improving this year. This is my year of turning 50, and my journey to 50. I need to really make this count and make this a sustainable change in my life. Not that I'm not healthy or unfit, but definitely want to improve it for the sake of longevity, for the sake of just continuing to be mobile and healthy and have a long, fulfilling life. And for me, health has a major part to do with that. So we're going to head into there now, and I am so curious to see what the results are. I don't have high expectations of having much change from the last 6 months, but I'll be happy to see any improvement at all. I just hope I didn't go backwards. Our DEXA scans are done. Can you tell by the look on my face that I am not quite happy? I don't think it has shifted in a worse position, but it definitely didn't get better. I won't know for sure until I get home and look at my previous scan from July, and I can compare them side by side, but I can tell you right off the bat, I'm not happy with my body fat percentage. I don't think that has changed at all. So basically for the last 6 months, I think I've been maintaining but not improving, and definitely need to make changes on that. I can look better at the results later and talk about that. For now, we're going to head off to lunch, and then we're going to schedule ourselves some little relaxation in the sauna. Sauna felt really good. 40 minutes. I did between 150 and 155 degrees in the room, and as you can see, I'm glistening, I'm sweating. It takes a few minutes after the sauna to kind of come back to body temperature, so some residual sweating. It feels really, really good. Highly recommend. Good morning, happy Tuesday. I went straight home yesterday after the sauna to start working on my video. Didn't get a chance to catch up with you. I have my 2 reports of my DEXA scan. I have the one from July and the one from yesterday. Going through them, wanted to point out a couple of notes here. Now, I said yesterday I was very upset because of a certain percentage that I really wanted to decrease, and I felt like it had not gone anywhere. I was referring to the body fat percentage. In July, I was at 31.8% body fat. As of yesterday, I was at 30.5. So although I was still very upset that I didn't really move the needle all that much, 30.5, I really wanted to be under 29. I would have been very happy with 25, 26. I would just wanted to get under 30, under 29. And moving from 31.8 to 30.5, at least I've made some progress. I went down 1.3%, which is okay. But for the most part, I basically was maintaining for the last 6 months rather than really moving towards a leaner body. So I'm happy I somewhat maintained, and I showed little improvement, but there's still work to be done. It's kind of lit a fire under me to really take this a little more seriously. My visceral fat last year was 0.37. This year it's 0.10. So that has decreased. My AG ratio, which is my ratio of my stomach to my hips, was 0.81 last year, and this year it's 0.6. My android fat was 30.6, and this year it's 26.4, so it went down. My gynoid fat was 37.9 last year, and now it's 38, so that went up by 0.1%. Although that's so funny because I feel like I've gained so much more weight in my tummy area. I feel feel like my skin has just a lot more fat sitting under it. There's more breakdown here of your arms and your legs. My arms total, I've gained fat. I was at 31.2 last year. This year I'm at 32.9. So my arms have gotten a little fatter. My legs were at 35.9, 35.9 again, identical. No change in my legs. My trunk was 30.1. It's down to 27.4. So I did lose some body fat in the trunk. So I've made some changes, but overall not moving in the direction that I wanted to. My BMD, which is my bone density, 1.246 last year. This year it's 1.221. She mentioned that I need to work on putting weight on my frame as far as like stressing it. So she said with HIIT exercises, with jumping exercises, I mentioned wearing my weighted vest while walking. She said, yes, do that. Definitely need to keep this number up because the lower it gets, the closer to sarcopenia and osteoporosis I will get, and definitely don't want that to happen. Increasing muscle strength, weight training, stress on the musculoskeletal system is key. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. I think those are all the key components that are of importance to me. I have some work to do. I need to be more disciplined and get this done, and I know I can make changes, and changes that are better than this. Now I'm going to head off to my med spa. I'm doing a second treatment of the under eye PRF. I did this back in December, and they recommended doing a few treatments about 4 to 6 weeks separated to really help build the collagen in that area. So I'm going back now. I didn't really see much change from the last time, so I'm assuming it takes a while. It's not going to be an overnight success. I think building collagen in that area to help the weak skin and everything will hopefully help minimize the wrinkles and crepiness in that area. Yes, it's afternoon, it's not morning. I had a full day of work today. Well, partial day. I got home at 3, worked on the computer a little bit, and then decided to do a workout because I haven't worked out in 2 days. I think last you saw me, I had my PRF. Not much to say about it. It was pretty much the same thing as last time, although this time I didn't have any other treatments to go along with it. What I thought was swelling from the PRF was definitely swelling from the filler that I had last time. I had a little bit of filler in my mid-face here under the eyes. In any case, I went back the other day for a second round of PRF because they say at least 3 to 4 treatments you should start to see considerable change. Hoping that is the case. This time they seem to have a little bit of trouble drawing my blood. First she tried to draw my blood on this arm and nothing was coming out. And then she tried to draw my blood on this arm and it came out but in a very slow, steady stream. She said basically I was very dehydrated. Note to self, I definitely need to be drinking water prior to going to those types of appointments. I didn't really think hydration had anything to do with blood flow, but apparently it does. So I have to make sure I'm hydrated next time I go. And also the issue with that was that the blood seemed to be clotting a little too quickly. Now, I don't necessarily know if the reason for that was because I was dehydrated or because I think they took a little too long centrifuging it. And I think it seemed like it took a lot longer to get the blood back versus the last time I was there, which makes me think maybe the blood was sitting around too long and it started clotting. So she had to actually filter the blood out as she's injecting it into me. That made me very nervous because I don't know if she can possibly inject the clot into me. If something were to happen, I would definitely think that it was attributed to some sort of error on their part. It makes me really nervous. It actually makes me nervous as to, how qualified are these girls? And they feel like girls to me. I mean, they can't be more than 20 something, 25, and not sure how experienced they are, not sure how well equipped they are to do this sort of thing. I mean, this is, serious stuff to be injecting people. I mean, what if you have an air bubble in the syringe? So I'm not a medical professional, so I can't speak to that at all, but just the fact that these girlies are so young, it just makes me worry about their experience. In any case, I haven't dropped dead, so hopefully there's no blood clots running around in my system and I'm fine. Nothing to worry about. There was minimal swelling, if any at all, and I was able to put makeup on the next day. You can barely even tell anything. I think there is a little bit of my makeup got wiped off from exercising just now, so there's a little bit of discoloration, I think, under one of the eyes. They suggested 2 more treatments. Probably do it, however, the prices did go up. I was paying $199 for it, and now they've gone up to $299, and I kind of joked and I said, oh, I'll wait for the next $199 special to do another treatment. And she explained to me that it was a price increase from last year to this year, and most likely it won't go below $299, which is kind of a bummer. We'll have to see. I mean, I'd hate to stop after just 2 treatments and not get enough treatments to really actually make a difference. So I don't know. I'm on the fence about that. In any case, I'm going to hydrate right now. Brett has about another few minutes at work, and then we're going to go downstairs and I'm going to hit the treadmill and he's going to hit the bike, try to get our steps in and a little bit of cardio for the evening. I'm so proud of my husband. For the last few days since we've had the DEXA scan, I think he's kind of gotten on a new health kick, and that makes me really happy because he's not one that likes to work out. He loves working out in the way of action sports. He was a skateboarder growing up. He loved surfing when we first moved out here. He was snowboarding when in his youth, and he likes to ride the bike. So he likes kind of action sports thingies. Like, he's not one to pick up the weights and do a weightlifting, although he's getting better at it. And I'm real proud of him. I would like both of us to be very fit, healthy, and strong going into our later years. Being fit adds to your longevity, and that is what is just on my mind right now. Yes, looking great is a good perk, and there is some vanity in it for me as well, but definitely just being healthy, strong, capable, mobile, active, into our later years, that's just what's so important. Our gorgeous dinner tonight is a salad with apple, tomato, red pepper, broccoli, slaw, kimchi, lemon vinaigrette, and shiitake mushrooms, and a side of steamed edamame.